I'm Heather,
And I'm Tim.
and we go to Columbia Montour campus.
We both grew up in very strict churches. So through my life, basically, it was kind of a roller coaster. It was close to God when I'm in trouble. And after I got out of trouble, then kind of drifted away. And then I'd get in trouble again and get close to God. So it was kind of an ongoing cycle.
And there came a point when you realize, I need him all the time. I don't need him just when things are bad. I need to rely on him all the time.
We kind of needed a change. We needed a little bit more for the girls, and we came upon LCBC. We saw this message about tithing.
And God is saying, man, bring me the first 10%. Prioritize me and my work. And watch what I do with the other 90% that you live on.
He had tables set up on the stage, and people would bring in fruit. And the very first fruit would go on the one table, and the next 9 would go on the other table. All to demonstrate that our first fruits, our first 10%, is what needs to go to God, not after everything else is paid, not after, we go out to eat or whatever.
They just kept coming.
I was waiting for the table to fall over,
and
actually.
higher. Is that gonna collapse?
It didn't. It stayed up.
And it didn't.
We're sitting there watching this, and we just kind of both look at each other at the same time.
We're like, oh my goodness.
And we're like,
We've been doing it all wrong.
Yep, we have not been doing this right. We used to justify what we did with our money. So we would write the check for tithe, pay our bills. If we didn't have enough, then we'd void that check and we'd use it to pay bills or whatever. It always seemed like we were tight. Your bills take this much, and now God wants me to give the very first 10% to him, and by earthly math, it already doesn't work. Like it's already, we're out of money,
But
somehow it works. And we always end up with more than what we need, and we're able to keep our commitments and do what we need to do. And it just amazes us every time.
It's really not about money. It's about trusting him.
After we started to do it willingly and realized that it's an obedience to God and following God and having a relationship with God, that's when our hearts started to change, our lives started to change. And not everything is perfect. We still have our challenges, but without a shadow of a doubt, we can say 100% that God has always provided for us, and he hasn't failed us.
I'm Heather.
I'm Tim,
And we're lives changed by Christ.